Okay, so once you've signed up and you went through the verification process and you get your account verified, you'll actually know that your account is verified by, if you look at the top right corner here, and you'll see like it says green, in the green here it says verified. So that, you're all verified, you're good to go. So the next step is to fund this account with fiat currency and convert it into Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and start that process. So the next step is you're going to click on the fund withdraw tab on the top. So click on that. And this is going to bring you into the funding page. This is where you're going to select the method of payment that you're going to use. Now, you might not see anything here. It depends on each one's account. But I think that when I first start, because you don't have anything yet, I don't think anything comes up. You have to select the currency. You have to select what you want to fund. And so what I did was, what you got to do is you have to select your Canadian currency, because that's what you're going to be actually depositing in here. If you select Bitcoin, this is going to bring you to your Bitcoin address, where this is where if you wanted to send Bitcoin here, you would go to this, click the address, and this is the address that you send. But we're not going to be doing that here. We're actually going to be putting money in to convert to Bitcoin to send to USI. So make sure that in the top left corner you have your Canadian funds selected, and then make sure that this is selected under fund your account. It has a check mark there. So now basically we have some options here. You have a Coinsquare voucher. So if you have a voucher from them, you can use that. There's an Interact Online, a Flex Pin, which I'll actually go into another section. I'll talk a bit about that. Flex Pin is actually pretty cool, where you can fund it. It's almost instant, but you can only do maximum $500. But that's pretty cool. I'll show you that in a later video. Interact e-transfer, money orders, bank drafts, and wire transfers. Now, if you see here, as you get higher, like the money orders, I probably wouldn't even recommend that at all, because it's almost the same as doing an e-transfer. The bank drafts, you can do up to 9,000 max, so that's pretty cool. So if you want to do a bank draft, you go to the bank, get a bank draft, send it to them. Obviously, it takes time. By the time you get the draft, send it off, and then it takes 2 days of processing. And then you can do a wire transfer, 0 to 1 days. You can do from $10,000 to $300,000 max. But the thing with this is you have to contact them and you have to open up a ticket, and I'm sure you have to go back and forth and give each other accounts, and I haven't done that with this yet. Maybe one day I will. I'm hoping to get up to maybe funding some more, but right now I've been using the Interact e-transfer just because I find it the safest, and I'm used to sending a lot of e-transfers, and I'm very comfortable with that. So we're going to show you that right now. So I would select e-transfer. And just a word of note, it takes 1 to 3 days of processing. That's what it says here. The more you fund with them, though, they say the faster that is. So the more they see you kind of funding in Coinsquare. I mean, I think are going to be more lenient in that, maybe do like 1 day processing. I'm hoping that it takes only 1 day for me, because I feel like there's going to be a big spike in Bitcoin after this Sunday, the 9th of December. They're saying that it's going to go to the stock market. So who knows what's going to happen. But anyways, so you can do minimum 100, maximum 3,000. And there's a 5% fee, which is basically it's like that Interact fee that they charge. So basically, once you're here, there's kind of nothing really to do. What they're telling you is they're giving you the information on where to send and what to send. So the next step right now would be to log into your bank, and you have to set up the e-transfer and send it to them. But this is the information that you need to make sure you copy correctly, because this is how you send it. And then, when you create your passwords and answers, these are the answers and the questions that you have to put into the e-transfer, which I'm going to show you right now. So once you log into your online banking, now everybody's going to have obviously a different bank. I bank with CIBC, so I'm going to be doing this through CIBC, but it's pretty straightforward. I think it's the same across all banks, but this tutorial is not really to teach you how to send or how to create an e-transfer. I mean, I'm pretty sure 90% of you already know how to do e-transfers. They're very common. So basically find that in your specific bank, online banking, and then meet us there. And what you got to do, the first step is you're going to have to create a recipient. So I went to my recipient list here, add new recipient. So if we go back to Coinsquare, so the name is GNL Payments. So you would copy this. Oops. And then you're going to go to here, and that's the name that this is going to be under. So then next, we're going to go back to the email address that you have to send this to. And I think if you click on this, yeah, it copies it to the clipboard. That makes it a little bit easier. So this is the email that you're going to send to, and then you're going to click on add recipient. Now I've already added them, so it says that this email has already been entered, but what you got to do is, that's the first step, is add them. And then once they're added to your recipient list, you can actually then go to send money, because what you're going to do is you're going to send any transfer to them. You're going to select them. So they're right here. And here's where we start. So once you do that, the recipient is the GNL Payments, and the payments at gonnumerical.com. That's what's on their site. So now the next step is go back to Coinsquare. You're going to copy this, click there, click copied, and go to message, and you're going to paste that there. So make sure it's exactly how it is on Coinsquare. So as you see here, so each message says here, use each message ID only once and obtain a new ID after each successful transfer. Copy all strings exactly in your online banking and respect the minimum and maximum amounts as indicated. So this is very important. You gotta make sure this is 100% correct. So now the security question is the next step. So we're gonna click on here. And so, I'm gonna send the amount that I'm gonna send. So I'm gonna do 1,500 today. You know what, I'm gonna do 2,000. I just feel like it's gonna take off and I wanna ride the wave. So here we go. You're gonna hit next. So now you gotta select the security question. What you're gonna do is you're gonna create my own question, and the question that you copied, oops, that's not it. So you're gonna copy this. Oh, that was right. So the security question is hello GNL, and the password is the password that they gave you here, which is this. So I'm gonna copy that to the clipboard, go back, and you're gonna paste that. Paste it twice. And I'm gonna show the answer here because I wanna make sure that's the wrong answer. And it might not let me copy that. I might have to type that out. I think it's a security thing yeah, I don't think it's gonna let me copy it. Let me try one more time. So Control-C, copy. Yeah, no, so what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to write that down and then copy it in there, and I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so I'm back. Probably should have done this at the beginning, but anyways, we're here. So I just split my screen up in two, that way it makes it a little bit easier. So I'm just going to, I wasn't able to copy the security answer into the security answer field in my online banking system. So I'm gonna have to write this. I'm gonna make sure that it's 100% correct. So secret 000453 M, make sure it's capital MEW5. And so let's see if I can copy that now. I don't think so, but no, you have to write it again. So you got to make sure that this is 100% exact. So take your time with this. So 000453 MEW5. So just make sure, because this is very important, that this is 100% correct, or else they're not going to be able to use the answer to release the funds into your account. So make sure, double check, triple check, just make sure that that's 100% correct. So once you're 100%, you're gonna click next. And now it's saying send money verification, verify that the information below is correct. And so yes, it is, that's who I'm gonna send it to. And I'm sending that right now. And there we go. And that's sent. And that's another reason why I like using the e-transfer, just because now I know that I sent it and it's tracked here. I know other stuff track as well, but I just like having it in here. There's a reference number, so if there's any issues, you know, there's somewhere that I can fall back on, or even if you want to put a stop payment, you can do that here as well. But that's it. So now the next step is basically you're gonna wait. You're gonna get an email notification once the funds get released into your account. They'll show up in your account, and we'll basically go to that step next, and we'll show you now once you have the Canadian funds in your account, basically in your Coinsquare account, basically it's time to start converting that into Bitcoin, and we'll walk you through all that in the next steps here.